Hello, I'm Adoro Carvajal, and today I'll be talking about Nigeria and the United Kingdom. Now, let's begin. Nigeria has a 4.7 score of happiness, while the United Kingdom has a 7.1, placing Nigeria in the 115th rank, while the United Kingdom is at the 13th rank. The reason I picked Nigeria was because I recently did a paper on it, focusing on its security issues due to terrorist organizations operating in its territory. And the reason I picked the United Kingdom is because it was a former colonizer of Nigeria. Now, the reason for a difference in score is, in my opinion, the foundation and the strength of their institutions. Okay, so the political structure of Nigeria is similar to that of the United States. However, it's different. The one difference in it is that it's a multi-party system. Um, it's a federal republic with a constitution, has three branches, the executive being the president, the legislative being the National Assembly, and the judicial being the Supreme Court. The president acts as head of state and head of government, making Nigeria a presidential system, just like the US. And its National Assembly is a bicameral system with the House of Representatives being the lower chamber and the Senate being the upper chamber. Now, the Supreme Court has 14 justices, one being the Chief Justice, and they're all appointed by the President and are confirmed by the Senate. Okay, so the United Kingdom is a constitutional monarchy with a parliamentary form of government. It is a two-party system with only two dominant parties. It has three branches, the Prime Minister being and the monarch being the executive, Parliament being the legislative, and the judicial branch is composed of three different systems: the English law, Northern Ireland law, and the Scottish law. The Prime Minister acts as head of government, while the monarch acts as head of state. Parliament is a bicameral system and is composed of the House of Commons, being the lower chamber, and the House of Lords, being the upper chamber. The United Kingdom does not have a single legal system due to its political union, and to ratify this, recently in 2009, there's a constitutional change which created a Supreme Court that gave the functions of appeal that was once held by the Appellate Committee of the House of Lords. Due to well-established institutions that have gone through many trials over the years, the United Kingdom has very strong and stable institutions. This allows the government to maintain order and keep the state stable. Subsequently, due to these very strong institutions, officials are accountable to the public, and corruption does not happen as often. And if it does, there's a good chance that they'll be accountable. This is shown by the UK scores for social support, which is a 1.4, and its score for perception of corruption is a 0.323. On the other hand, Nigeria has very weak institutions and a high level of corruption. This could be due to it being a victim of many military authoritarian regimes, which had the habit of dismantling and taking power away from parliament and keeping power in their hands, while this could have led to weak bureaucracy, which made it less efficient and more susceptible to corruption. Another reason for weak institution is the recent constitutional reform, which took the state from a parliamentary system inherited from its British colonizers to a presidential system like the United States. Nigeria has a 0.987 score for social support and a 0.048 for perception of corruption. To conclude, currently the UK is going through a political uproar and some complications due to their decision to exit the European Union. Unfortunately, the government has not been able to make an agreement or a plan to exit the European Union, and is going through something. Is going the route of what is known as a hard Brexit, which may cause very serious economic and social problems for the people of the UK. These problems could potentially affect its happiness score and the future of the state. In Nigeria, the people are currently having a conflict with police agencies and their corruption. Again, this is another sign and proof of how these corrupt institutions lead to the people in Nigeria to be unhappy and leading or and affecting its happiness score, making it place, excuse me, making it rank in the 115 slot of the list.